Hey, student, how are you? Welcome to our session on slope of a line. Let's take a look at an example of finding the slope of a line between these 2 points. Let's use the points 2, 1 and 5, 4. I'm going to graph these points on our xy plane. We have our first point, x1, y1, 2, 1. X1 is 2, we'll go right 2. Y1 is 1, we'll go up 1. Here is the point 2, 1. Second point, x2, y2 is 5, 4. 5 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our second point, 5, 4. Then we'll draw the line that goes through these 2 points. We're going to find the slope of this line. How steep is this line? Well, first we can use rise over run. How many up or down, and how many left or right? Let's start at our first point, and we'll count up 1, 2, 3, up 3, and 1, 2, 3 to the right. These are both positive directions. We end up with 3 over 3, and we can reduce. We can divide the top and the bottom by 3, and we get 1 over 1, and 1 divided by 1 is 1. So the slope of this line is 1. And we can explore that. If I start at this point and go up 1 and to the right 1, and then again up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1 3 times, I do get to our second point, 5, 4. Let's take a look at the formula. And the formula for slope, we subtract the y values, they go on top, and subtract the x values, they go on the bottom. And our y2 minus y1, 4 minus 1. And we'll subtract the x values, they go on the bottom, 5 minus 2. And 4 minus 1 is 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. We end up with 3 over 3, which we know reduces to 1. Let's take a look at another example. Let's find the slope of the line that goes through these 2 points. Let's do negative 2, 3 and negative 5, 7. This is our first point, x1 and y1, and this is our second point, x2 and y2. Let's graph these 2 points. Starting at the origin, we'll graph our first point, negative 2, 3. Negative 2 to the left, up 1, 2, 3. Negative 2, 3. And our second point, negative 5, 7. And negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, up 7. And that's not going to fit on my graph. Let's change that. let's see, let's change that to, let's do -5, 5. And we'll graph that. -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll fit on my graph. -5, 5. And we'll draw the line. And that's the slope, the line that we're trying to find. Let's use our rise over run method. How many up or down? How many left or right? Get from the first point to the second point. If I start at this point, I have to go up 2. Up is a positive direction, 2. And our run, we're going to the left, 1, 2, 3. To the left 3. Left is a negative direction. So we end up with 2 over -3. 2 over -3 is -2/3. So our slope is -2/3. Let's take a look at the formula. We'll subtract the y values. They go on top. 5 minus 3. And we'll subtract the x values. They go on the bottom. -5 minus -2. -5 minus parentheses -2. 5 minus 3 is 2. -5 minus -2. You could rewrite that minus a negative, -5 plus 2. And we end up with -3. See, once again, we end up with -2/3 for our slope. Thanks so much for joining our session, and I'll see you next time.